currently. I think it's almost afternoon. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about my favorite blushes. And I just did this video and I did it in macro and I realized I was out of focus. So we have to do it all over again. Well, by now I don't have what I had on originally. So let's just start out with the MAC ones. The Prim Proper, which was, I think, the Libertine London edition. So anyway, I had it and people have talked about the Tarte Exposed, which I've swatched and I've never tried on, and my big thing is I can't tell from my hand or my finger what it's going to look like on me. Let's have a little fun here. I'm going to take off what that was, and by now nothing is really the same because I have everything on these black brushes. I have the MAC, I think it's the 109 because you can tell it doesn't really say it anymore. So let's just put it on this side. And it's a nice neutral kind of browny color. Let me get a mirror so I can see what I did. And it goes pretty good. Kind of have to blend a little bit. I'm going to get going because I have a lot on this card. I might not make it. Okay, MAC. Another limited edition is the Superduper Natural. I have no idea what collection this was from. It's a baked because it's domed Superduper Natural. Let's just go over this cheek. I'm going to use the same brush. It's now clean. And oh, I kind of like that. It's got more of a luster to it. More. Anyway, there's the two together. And you'll never be able to find them, so who cares? But anyway, I was enjoying them. One you can still get is Fleur Power. Let's clean my brush. Let's go on this side. And Fleur Power is more of a pink. So I'm just going to do pinks on this side. Get a little more. So, I don't know what you think. I don't know what I think by now because I wish that other video had worked. What I should have done, and I did originally, was the cream shadows. Let's do the MAC cream shadow first because we're doing MAC. This one is Virgin Isle. It was a cream color base, so of course you can't buy those anymore, but they might still have a Virgin Isle in some version. And it would be nice if you were in the warmer climates because it's a little harder than the ones that I do like, probably because I'm in the cooler climate, but it comes off scary. It goes on just fine. Let's see. Let's put the, because it's kind of a corally color. And see, you just dab and play. Because makeup is really just a toy, right? And so there's that. The next one is one of my favorites, and it's the Illamasqua Rude. I love the container. There it is. And they're very soft, so if you're in Florida or, you know, Hawaii or something, it might be just too slippery. You know, it might melt or something. But I'll put it on this side. I should have put it on the other side, but see, they're pretty similar. I think this one's a little warmer. Okay. So now we're going to try to get it off, and my Kleenex is well dabbed from my first attempt at videoing. This one is Illamasqua's Promise. There's cat hairs everywhere. So here's Promise. A beautiful pink, and I use it underneath my Gaiety when I want, you know, it to last a little better or I want to play a little longer. So let's put it here, and when you blend in, it does just fine. So there's the, I'm not going to open it because I'm going to spill them, but there's Promise and Rude. Illamasqua. Let's move into NARS, but let me use their mirror to do this. Alright, I'm going to start light, I guess, and then go darker because, you know, that's better to do with. You only have two brushes. I really enjoy the NARS Luster, and the sales girl advised me to try it with other colors. I bought it when I bought the Gaiety. Oh, it adds so much dimension. Let's see if this it's just a real light, so it doesn't do a lot of damage. And you just go on, and it just, oh, what a pretty little glow. I mean, you could use it kind of as a bronzer, I think. The other one, and I don't like this one in the winter at all. I was like, what is the hype? So what? But in the summer, when I'm a little tanner, Orgasm works out beautifully. And you've all seen that. But let me put it on with this luster. And I'll just put it, you know, and I do the Gaiety too, just on the apples of your cheeks. And look at the, you know, I don't know if you can tell, but the depth it gives is really nice. Let me hold up the two so you can tell the difference in color. This one's Orgasm, of course, and this one's Luster. And let me hold up Luster next to Dolce Vita, which I like in the winter time. It's too dark for me in the summer, which is weird because summertime my skin's darker. I would think a darker blush. But anyway, this is the Dolce Vita, this is the Luster. So let me do the Dolce Vita. It's fun to say, you know, pretending I'm in Italian or something. So I'm just going to go like this on my cheek there. Anyway, you can see it gives a lot more color real quick. It's very pigmented. And so if you're a little heavy-handed, the Luster is just so easy to use. And if you go too light, you can't see it. So come on, folks, you got to use enough. All right, let's get some of this off if I can. And the lesson today is bring more Kleenex if you're doing this outside. Okay, let's go into the Laura Mercier. I have one. I saw it from a YouTuber that is long gone. She was Canadian, and she wore it with something else, and I can't remember what, but this was the Lush Nectarine. Oh gosh, I love that name. It sounds so good. Let me find my other brush, that 109. Okay, so it's clean, right? So here's the Nectarine. I'm going to swirl it in pretty good. It is pretty well pigmented, but I just, for the sake of... Oh, and I think Pixie Woo, one of the Pixie Woos uses it. The Lush Nectarine, I've seen her, yeah, and she used it with a Peach Bellini, and I think it was a Laura Mercier lip gloss, Peach Bellini. Then let's go to Canada. And the Lise Watier, this one is in Libertine, and that's the color. It's a really nice, just natural, works with anything kind of color. It isn't super pigmented, so you know you got a little room, wiggle room to work around with. In fact, they kind of look the same. Of course, everything's probably looking the same because I am running out of... Oh, look, here's a whole new side. Let's wipe that off. Sometimes bronzers work for blush. Just depends on the mood you're in. And this one is another Lise Watier, and it's a satellite, and it's, what is it? Soleil Intense. And they come in different colors. I think there might be a lavender in the center, or a pink, or a real pale color. But, you know, if I'm buying it, I'm only there once. I want the heavy-duty guy. And clean the brush. I swirl everything. And I do the 3, you know, because it's a bronzer. But it works as a blush, too. I mean, let's go for it a little bit here. And well, I had to download my card, so I might as well have had lunch. So I did. And I'm back. I just downloaded and looked at it, and the one that I thought I could splice into it, I'm way too fuzzy. The last blush is my favorite blush, and I always try to open it on the hinge because it looks like that. But I'm supposed to press that because it's that. And I love it. This is Rose Bronze. It's a little button that you push, and you open it up, and it looks like that. It's a beautiful pink. I had to get a new brush too because I washed my other brushes. Thank heavens, and I wiped off a whole bunch of color. So let's put on the Chanel Rose Bronze. There it is. It has a nice little mirror. I get to go to the dentist today, and so I'll wear Chanel to the dentist. I cracked a tooth. Well, actually I chipped it and then it cracked a molar. So now I get to buy John's tooth. Well, we have insurance, so that helps. That's $1,000. And then mine, another $500. That's our portion of the payment. I don't like buying motor oil and tires. I like buying makeup. Oh, this smells so good. But, I mean, look how natural and just pretty. And I can still kind of smell it. Just a light fragrance of roses. I know some people wear Dolce. No, that's NARS. Nectarine, that's what a lot of people wear. I don't have it. I have this. It works for me winter, summer, spring, and fall. So I'm happy with that. So the rest of my look is, I got this when I went to the mainland, and I've been not opening it until today. I figured with the dentist I need it. So it's Revlon Pink in the Afternoon, $4.15. It's a super lustrous cream. Anyway, I learned about it. I learned about it from PrissyandPink, and she's so right. It goes with, I think, a lot of people's colorings. It's just an everyday look. I'm really, really happy with it. Now, on my eyes, of course, this is now afternoon, and everything kind of runs, because I did put Urban Decay 24/7 Zero in Waterline. On my lid, I have MAC's Satin Taupe, the one that's hitting pan. These are all my neutrals, and I labeled them all. And then I have, these were the dupes for the Naked palette, but now I have the Naked palette. Anyway, put that on the lid, and oh, and then I better show you. On my highlights, I used Ricepaper. That's that guy, so I used these two. And in the crease and outer V, I used Mystery, which is a matte. And Mystery and Satin Taupe were actually the two first matte colors I ever owned. A hairdresser I had up in Bellingham when my son was going to Western, I used to go up there and get my hair cut, and she always had these really dark eyes. She didn't wear much other makeup, but she had these really dark, dark eyes, just gorgeous. And what are you wearing? And so I had to write it down and memorize what she said. That's it. That's my look for today. Those were my favorite blushes. And the question is, do you like butter? Do I like butter? And we'd always do this as kids and see if it reflected yellow. And of course it always did. So everybody loves butter. The French do. Butter makes it better. So thanks for being with me. Enjoy your makeup. Have fun with it. And let me know what else you'd like to see next time. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.